Hi everybody, welcome back. So, today we're back on the hardcore world. So, I have a few things that I want to do today. We're going to start making books for our librarians because that is important. Because I want to enchant this armor, and with the emeralds and the trading house I made, we're definitely going to want to do that. So, my plan today is to do a few things. One is to make a cow pen because obviously, we need a cow pen so we can actually, get leather because leather is really hard to get for some reason. My plan is to just clear out some space back here, and most of it's cleared out. All I just got to do is flatten it out a little bit. And then I want to plant some sugar cane because it's been... That's also another thing that I need, but I don't have a lot of. We're going to plant the sugar cane now just to get it going. And then I'm going to plant it over here because this little pond area is it's a very stutters. It's a very open area, and it's going to be where I'm it's in the vicinity of where I'm going to be working, so I just thought it'd be good. So, yes, after this, we're going to I have the materials. I got about 2 stacks of oak logs. That should be enough, I hope. Oh, look, it's already growing. That should be enough, but you never even know with these projects. It varies so much, but hopefully it's enough. Yes, and then that will set us up for... And that'll set us up for when we want to do... when we want to do those librarian trades so we can get enchantments for armor. Because I don't know about yours, but I found that enchanting tables are really inefficient. Just due to their randomness, really, and their unreliability. Because, you have to... Well, one, you have to have a certain amount of levels. And while that's true for... that's also kind of true for the... what am I trying to say? The librarians, it's less prominent. Because, for the librarians, you have to have a experience to put the enchantments onto books, but that's pretty manageable overall. But with the library with the enchanting table, you have to have a constant stream of XP. Now, right now, I don't really have that. I thought I had a spawner marked out. I think I do somewhere, but can't really exactly remember. But yeah, so I'm thinking we're just gonna make this cow farm massive because until we get looting, it's gonna be really hard. I've always found in the past that my only looting sword is a fire aspect. So that's great for when I need like food. But I've always found for trading with butchers that never works because, well, all of your meat is cooked, so you can't trade it with butchers. So I'm thinking this time we're definitely going to have to make a sword. It doesn't have to be diamond, or, well, I guess that'll eventually be netherite, but it doesn't have to be netherite. It just has to be at least diamond, so I can have a looting sword to, when I want to kill the sheep or kill the cows. Or do whatever. That's kind of the thought going on in my head. Okay, look, a cow. Oh, I have leads back at the house. We'll grab a few because if we can get 2 cows already, then I can use those to just breed up a population. Because getting that initial population is usually a tough thing, but if I can, knock that out of the park right now, that'd be great. So benefits of having cows is, one, it's a stable food source. They drop beef, and beef is it's similar to pork chops. Drops 4. It gives you 4 hunger. And also the leather is used for many things. Books is the main one, especially that's why I'm building it. And where'd that cow go? He spawned. Sad. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, yoink 1. We'll go put it on the fence just to make sure it doesn't wander off while we're searching for a mate. Because with chickens, you can just have one and then breed up a population. Cows, not so much, because they don't lay eggs, sadly. Oh, that just gave me a terrible thought about cows laying eggs. Well, I guess all mammals have eggs. It's just, chickens lay them, and that's how they're born. But this is why am I thinking about this? I shouldn't be thinking about this. Okay. Anyways, okay. Okay. I spotted a cow earlier. I was wandering around over here. I don't know what the despawn distance is in the new update. I would assume it's just render distance. But it varies so much depending on, like... Wait, Oh, no, I'm not crazy. That overlay is bad. So, I want to direct your attention to my horse jump bar when it comes up. When it comes up, it used to just overlay directly over the XP bar. Oh, cows. I just need one. Die, heretic. It used to just overlay directly, but apparently... Jeez, that's weird. Must be something with my UI. I'll figure that out later. Not a big deal. Okay, so now we got both cows and we got our horse. So chain them up. Okay, so that's looking nice. How's our crops doing? Crops are going good. Obviously, you got a jungle farm. So now what we need to do is we need to make, obviously, fences because we want a big cow farm. I want this thing to be absolutely gigantic because with sheep, you're kind of limited. See, I kind of struck the balance in my sheep population where I get the optimal amount of wool for the space. Because, sheep have to use grass to make their wool. But, oh yeah, also, I'm going to feed Googie. Hey, Googie. How am I going to say this? But for cows, they don't need to eat. They don't need to eat grass to grow. So technically, you could just make like a 2x2. But in Pocket Edition, just Bedrock Edition in general has a different spacing rule for mobs and stuff compared to like Java. I think Java you can just cram a ton of crap in there, or is that bad? Whatever. You know what? I'm just going to do it the way I was planning on, and then, yeah, that turns out to... What the... It's... God. None of us are safe. What? None of us are safe. The cow can climb ladders. Praise the cow deity, I guess. You have the... praise the cow deity. All hail. Just gonna back away slowly. I'm gonna feel bad about enslaving these guys. Okay, so 2 fence gates. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly, let's do 4 corners just to get an idea of how big we want to make this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think 14 would be good. And then this doesn't really matter how long this is. I think right here. Yeah, right here should be good. So now we just gotta link up the fences. And then we'll move the cows in. So I want to get a good breedable population, but that takes a lot of time. So my plan is while I'm doing that, I'm just going to time-lapse through me breeding cows, because it's boring, but it's important, because, you can't... having a breedable cow population is very important. So I'm going to probably just time-lapse my way through. Is this going to be the perfect amount of... No way. Nah, it's going to be a little bit off. Is it? Yeah, it has to be, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6. Okay, that was much better than I thought it'd be. Okay, cool. Also, there was one thing I wanted to talk about. Is the new, is it? I don't know what days the episodes are coming out on because I just noticed it when I was looking at Disney Plus earlier. Apparently, there's the new Moon Knight show. I was introduced to Moon Knight through the animated Spider-Man TV show. If any of you know what that's called, please tell me. I've been wanting to watch it again, but I can never figure out what the title is, and there's so many Spider-Man shows. Never been able to figure it out. But okay, I'm gonna push this guy down. But yeah, I watched the pilot. Is it called a pilot? I watched the first episode. I watched the first episode today. I thought it was pretty cool. Is it technically spoiling? Okay. It talks about Egyptian mythology a little bit. Like that's what I'm thinking the premise is. It's like this story is attached to Egyptian mythology like Thor's is attached to Norse, which I think is really cool. I don't know as much about Norse mythology. No, I know quite a bit about Norse mythology, but I don't know a lot about Egyptian mythology. So it'd be interesting to see how many people kind of get interested into it because of the Marvel show. Because I think after Thor came out, there was a big uptick in people who wanted to know more about Norse mythology because, Marvel was pretty big. But yeah, I'm excited to see what it is. You know what? I'm going to do a review. Well, I guess, yeah, I'll do a review. I'll do a review of Moon Knight once it's fully out. So I'll save my... I'm excited to see where it goes because Marvel hasn't really produced a dud in a really long time. I think the last dud they produced was, you know what? I like Age of Ultron. I don't care. I like Age of Ultron. It was good. But this is just going to turn into me rambling about Marvel stuff. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go with it. I liked Age of Ultron. Thor: The Dark World sucks. I think that's pretty universal at this point. But I liked Age of Ultron. It was fine, and I think you guys need to lay off Marvel a little bit. Because here's the thing. Here's what I've noticed with the Marvel fan base. Ever since Infinity War, the people have been a lot more critical. Now, being critical of your movie, like the people who make your movies, it's good. It's good because it forces them to be creative. And I think Marvel is probably they've probably done the best with that. But I think people have been a little bit too harsh on them because everybody is always expecting a new Endgame. They're always expecting that type of thing. Because it's like, yeah, that's Marvel's cornerstone at this point. That's their magnum opus, I guess, would be kind of how I want to describe it. Because, that's their highest grossing movie, and I think the highest grossing movie to ever exist. But I think that Marvel fans are a little bit too... Because the thing with Endgame is that it took 20 years to build up the universe, to get it to where, they have this world that they built up, and then to have the payoff. Endgame was only released a few years ago. To expect another Endgame so soon is kind of just dumb. So, yeah. Endgame level. Obviously we aren't going to get another Endgame because Endgame's already a thing. Enough of me rambling on Marvel. As I said, I'll do a Moon Knight review once it's fully out, which would be a few months. I don't know how many episodes there are. But yeah, I'll do a review. If you guys want to know about my opinions. But yeah. So now, the plan, back to Minecraft, the thing we're actually doing. I'm going to breed up the cows to a sustainable population where I can farm leather out of them. So that's the kind of plan. And then once I have a significant population, I'll show you guys, and then obviously I'm going to be farming paper. I'll be farming paper and just doing chores, basically. Just do farming they'll be working on the cows. So. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I think that is a very healthy population of cows. I have a little bit of wheat left. We'll breed them up one more time. So yeah, that's a pretty good population. I'm gonna keep breeding this up. Wait till all the babies get up to, and then obviously I'm gonna have to just. Paper production is definitely slower, but I have a plan for that. If I can find a skeleton spawner, or I just stay up every night and kill skeletons until phantoms attack, I can make a automatic, well, semi-automatic sugarcane production. All I have to do, it requires a few materials, mostly. It requires an observer, a sticky piston, and a lot of bone meal. And it's not efficient, but it works and it gets me a lot. So yeah, that is about it. I'm gonna get to my house. I don't want to be out here in the rain, especially since it's starting night. See my parrot? You can see my parrot in the window, which I still haven't named. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.